Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We continue reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 3, text 52. This we are hearing from a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, which was spoken by Karbhajana Muni, which is saying that the intelligent people on the age of Kali will worship incarnation of Godhead, who is going to come not in a blackish color, but he will come with his associates, his weapons and everyone. And the way to worship him is congregational chanting. Chanting in the association of devotees. Chanting with everyone, not alone. Not sitting in one place alone in the forest and chanting, but chanting so everyone can hear. So then we continue reading. Srila Jiva Goswami explained that Krishna Varnam means Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So we were hearing how Srila Jiva Goswami, he's given the commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. And his commentary is called the Sat Sandarbhas. And Sat Sandarbha means the 6 Sandarbhas. And one of the Sandarbha is called Krama Sandarbha. And so Srila Jiva Goswami is saying Krishna Varnam means Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Varna and Krishna Chaitanya are equivalent. The name Krishna appears with both Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya Krishna. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he always engages in describing Krishna and thus enjoys transcendental bliss by chanting and remembering his name and form. Lord Krishna himself appears as Lord Chaitanya to preach the highest gospel. So because this work was so sensitive that Krishna wanted to give his own love to us, and he said, oh, I have to come by myself to do it. So he came as Lord Chaitanya to teach us how to love him. He's personally showing us. And what was he doing? He was always speaking and hearing the glories of Krishna, his wonderful qualities, remembering Krishna. And then in that way, he was enjoying the highest bliss. So he's showing us by example that when we hear and chant about the glories of Krishna, we will also enjoy transcendental bliss. And we can experience that. We are experiencing that to a certain degree, to a certain degree, we feel the bliss. That's why we collect here every morning to hear from Bhagavatam, to hear from Chaitanya Charitamrita, to hear from Bhagavad Gita. All these are the qualities, pastimes of Krishna, names of Krishna. And we collect to chant the holy name. That's chanting the holy name of Krishna. So there is bliss in that. Lord Chaitanya always chants the holy name of Krishna and describes it also. And because he is Krishna himself, whoever meets him will automatically chant the holy name of Krishna and later describe it to others. He injects one with transcendental Krishna consciousness, which merges the chanter in transcendental bliss. So Krishna came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for our benefit, so that by approaching Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we could get the highest, and that is Krishna Prema. Because Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself. He's Krishna himself. He came to give himself to others. So in all respects, therefore, he appears before everyone as Krishna, either by personality or by sound. So what is the sound? The Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That is Krishna. That is Krishna. When we are chanting, if we can hear properly, then that is Krishna. simply by seeing Lord Chaitanya, one at once remembers Lord Krishna. One may therefore accept him as Vishnu Tattva. In other words, Lord Chaitanya is Lord Krishna himself. So it's very difficult to know about Krishna, but Lord Chaitanya is very merciful. So we should take deep shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Sri Gaur Nitai, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. They're non-different than Krishna and Balaram. But if we take shelter of them, approach Krishna through them, then very easily we can approach Krishna. And what do they say? They say, hear and chant. Hear and chant. Sango Pangastra Parshadam further indicates that Lord Chaitanya is Lord Krishna. His body is always decorated with ornaments of sandalwood and with sandalwood paste. By his super excellent beauty, he subdues all the people of the age. In other descents, the Lord sometimes used weapons to defeat the demoniac, but in this age, the Lord subdues them with his all-attractive figure as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna, we hear in Krishna book how he would kill the demons. There were so many demons coming, he would kill them. Sometimes he would also take out his Sudarshan Chakra, as he did to kill Shishupal. He took out the Sudarshan Chakra to kill him. So, but then what does Krishna do in this Kali Yuga? How does he kill the demons in us? By his all beautiful form. Just by looking at him, people were becoming devotees. The demoniac tendency would go away. Srila Jiva Goswami explains that his beauty is his astra or weapon to subdue the demons. Because he's all attractive, it is to be understood that all the demigods lived with him as his companions. So Krishna is all attractive, Lord Chaitanya is all attractive because they are the same person. They're the same. And it is said, because Krishna is the origin of everyone, all the demigods. So here it said that Lord Chaitanya is the origin, and so all the demigods are also living with him. His acts were uncommon and his associates wonderful. When he propagated the Sankirtana movement, he attracted many great scholars and acharyas, especially in Bengal and Orissa. Lord Chaitanya is always accompanied by his best associates like Lord Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, and Srivas. So these are the Pancha Tattva. We say Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivas, Adi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We begin the Pancha Tattva mantra like that. So Lord Chaitanya is always with his associates. Srila Jiva Goswami cites a verse from the Vedic literature which says that there is no necessity of performing sacrificial demonstrations or ceremonial functions. He comments that instead of engaging in such external pompous exhibitions, all people, regardless of caste, color, or creed, can assemble together and chant Hare Krishna to worship Lord Chaitanya. So, what does the Vedas say for Kali Yuga? What do we have to do? We do not have to perform big yagyas or big pujas. A lot of times we do that just to show how wealthy we are. What is my society? What is my status in society? See how many people I can see who is my guest list. Who are the people who are attending my function. Well, but what do the Vedas say? We do not need to do all that. But instead, anyone, everyone, doesn't matter which country they are born in, what society they are born in, what caste they are born in, what we can do, how we can worship Lord Chaitanya, just chant the Hare Krishna mantra. It's so easy. We do not need to collect people to perform expensive or pompous rituals, but just collect people together and chant Hare Krishna together. And that's how we worship Lord Chaitanya. So Krishna has made it so easy for us in this Kali Yuga. We just have to do it. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam indicates that prominence should be given to the name of Krishna. Lord Chaitanya taught Krishna consciousness and chanted the name of Krishna. Therefore, to worship Lord Chaitanya, everyone should chant together, chant the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is the best way to worship Krishna in Kali Yuga, by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And that's why we are recommended to chant every day, minimum 2 hours. Actually, should be 24 hours. But because we are living in this material world, we have material duties to perform, then we are said, okay, at least 2 hours. That is about 16 rounds, which takes about 2 hours. And that is the way we can worship Krishna. That is the way we can worship Lord Chaitanya. By just following this, by just worshiping Lord Chaitanya, by engaging in this, by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, we can get Krishna Prema. We can get Krishna Prema. But anyway and everywhere, people can chant Hare Krishna. Thus, worshipping Lord Chaitanya, they can perform the highest activity and fulfill the highest religious purpose of satisfying the Supreme Lord. Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, a famous disciple of Lord Chaitanya, said, the principle of transcendental devotional service having been lost, Sri Krishna Chaitanya has appeared in order to deliver again the process of devotion. He is so kind that he is distributing love of Krishna. Everyone should be attracted more and more to his lotus feet, as hummingbees are attracted to a lotus flower. So we are going to, when we read further the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, we will see that how Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was actually a Mayavadi. He was an impersonalist. And then how by the association of Lord Chaitanya, because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was giving so many, the way he was speaking the Vedanta Sutra, he said to Lord Chaitanya, I will teach you the Vedanta Sutra. So for 7 or 10 days continuously he was speaking. And then he said to Lord Chaitanya, but you don't have any question, you don't understand anything. Lord Chaitanya said, I very clearly understand what the Vedas speak, but how you are saying it, I don't understand. I don't understand why you are putting so much complication. The easy thing is Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Why you are mispresenting it? And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became a devotee. He became a devotee of Krishna. He became a very close associate of Lord Chaitanya. And this is a word spoken by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in glorification of Lord Chaitanya. Because everyone had forgotten. Mostly everyone had. There were very few devotees remaining. They had forgotten how to engage in bhakti. Then that's the reason Lord Chaitanya came, to give bhakti to us, to show us how to do bhakti, how to engage in devotional service. And then what is he doing? He is distributing love of Krishna. And that's why Lord Chaitanya is called the most merciful, the most munificent, because he's so compassionate. He's wise, most merciful, most munificent. He's giving us the highest, although we don't deserve it, for free. Somebody gives us for free, take $1 million, take for free, like that. Lord Chaitanya is giving us the highest jewel, which is love of Krishna, for free. Everyone should be attracted more and more to his lotus feet, as hummingbees are attracted to a lotus flower. So this process of approaching Krishna has been made very easy by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so we should pray for his mercy. We should take shelter at his lotus feet. And by his mercy, we will get Krishna Prema. Is that okay? So we'll stop here for today. But Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.